Universal greetings and welcome to Zog Thrip's Multiverse Travel Agency. My name is Flarmock and I will be working with you today. It is a pleasure to meet you. I take it that you are interested in our award-winning pest control services. Isn't that correct? No, obviously I'm just kidding. I like to say that just to break the ice a little bit. Now, I take it you're here because you are interested in our travel agency services. Isn't that correct? Great. Well, obviously you've come to the right place, and thank you very much for choosing us over our other sleazy, overrated, very expensive competitors. So what I'll be doing today is taking some of your information, getting to know you a little bit better in terms of what you're looking for, where to travel. I take it you're looking to go on one of the most grandest expeditions and travels you've ever been on or experienced. Is that about right? Okay, good. All right, well, let me get started here. Let me just get a new. There we go. Let's get you set up into our system. Have you ever traveled with us before? No? Okay. Well, again, it's great to hear, and thank you very much for choosing us over our sleazeball competitors. Can I have your name, please? Okay. All right. Would you mind spelling your last name? Okay. And what is your universe of residence? Just the number. Okay. 48410775634112. Oh, 4132. Okay. All right. I'm familiar with that universe. I've been there a couple times on a few business trips. Okay, and may I have an email address where we can send you the receipt of your order, spam you with offers and junk that you'll never read, and in case we need to contact you for any reason with your order? Okay. At multiversemail.com. Okay. All right. And you said you never traveled with us before. Is that right? Okay. Travel with us. Have you ever visited another universe besides your own? No. Okay. So, first time multiverse traveler. Oh. Boy, you're in for quite the ride of your life. All right. Never visited another universe. Boy, I'll never forget my first travel through the multiverse to another universe. It was this universe, actually. Just a moment. These are all prints that I had made up of my own photographs on my own different travels through the multiverse. Over there to my far left is Universe. It's known as Agatha. Universe, I think it was 7890439004196 or was it a 3? Oh, yeah. Great. That's a wonderful universe, too. And over there, another one as well. That was my second trip. That is the universe known as Vlogmagersblog. And quite an interesting universe. It's half solid, half liquid. Very unique life forms. I'll go into a little bit of that. I'm not sure if that universe is still around anymore, though. Still available. I don't know exactly why. But this right here, this was my first universe. I'll never forget. Universe 3 1 2 9 7 0 0 4 0 0 4 9 1 3 8 7 2 6 5 0 1 3 8. Also known as the Gluflogolor universe. This is, let me see, yeah, so that is the one of the planets in the galaxy, Snøflågen. Yeah, I believe that's it. One of the inhabited planets, and this is the picture. I was standing on one of these rock formations, and I took this picture myself with my camera. Of course, we all have implants, cameras in our eyes, so that goes without saying. But yeah, what a great view. So, wonderful people on that planet as well. So, I just like the sound of that. I'm sorry. This is something called ASMR. I picked it up on one of my travels through the multiverse on a very old universe. I believe the planet was called Blurth? No. Girth? Something like that. I don't know. Inhabited by humanoid life forms like you and I. But they do a lot of this. Some of them do a lot of this tapping and playing with objects and things of that nature to help one another relax. And apparently they do it because their ancestors. Just a moment. Put this back. Okay, just let me finish this story real quick and we'll get right back to you and gathering some more of your information. Apparently this humanoid species, actually they were called humans, their ancestors once groomed one another for bugs and things as a way to keep one another clean when they were more primitive. But as this species evolved and became more technologically advanced, they went from a close-knit small tribes and communities to being more spread out and more distanced from each other. Quite a sad tale, really. But that was so many millenniums ago. I don't even know if that universe is still around. I think the last I checked, its sun was about to go supernova and engulf the planet, make it uninhabitable. So, yeah. All right, but anyway, enough about that. Okay, let's see. But yeah, I'll never forget my first trip through the multiverse to another universe. Well, there was some nausea, headaches, upset stomach, some memory and hair loss. This is not my hair. My DNA was permanently altered, and I was eventually admitted to a psychiatric ward and placed in a drug-induced coma for 5 years. But boy, let me tell you, it was worth it. So I highly recommend. I mean, it might not happen to you, those symptoms that I experienced on my first trip to another universe. But, it's just, the things we do, right? Okay. How did you hear about us? Okay. And how long do you plan on traveling through the multiverse? Just a week? Okay. I take it that's a vacation? Yeah? Okay. Will you be traveling alone, or will there be anyone accompanying you? Okay. Will you be traveling for business or leisure? Always like that word, leisure. Some people say leisure, but I like leisure. 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 Yes, business or leisure. Leisure. Okay. Leisure. Leisure. Do you have any pets? Some universes do not allow pets, unfortunately. But we can always help make arrangements and accommodations for your pets at one of the many multiverse pet hotels. Okay? So, was that a yes or no on pets? Okay. Are you on the run? I hate to ask this, but it's necessary. Are you on the run from any law enforcement agency? Okay. Are you looking to travel in order to transport contraband substances or materials of any kind that may have been banned in another universe? No, absolutely not. Okay. Are you a card-carrying member of any nefarious organization? I'm sorry, I have to ask, but I'm sure you're not. No, you're not, of course. Okay, will you need transportation? Because we can make arrangements for a rental starship decked out with the latest tech and GPS navigation that will automatically take you from one universe to the next, and all you have to do is sit back and relax and enjoy the amenities of the starship. Will you be needing one of those? If you're not sure, I can always send you more information in an email, and then you can peruse the available rental starships at your leisure. Okay, all right. Will you need any travel insurance? That will be an additional cost, and it covers things such as lost luggage, damage to your rental starship, transmogrification problems, which I'll get to in a little bit, a universe being temporarily closed for maintenance, being kidnapped by an alien race and used as a political bargaining chip, warping into the sun and being vaporized instantaneously. Things like that are covered by our insurance plan. It's an additional cost, but see, I think they updated it here. Yes, if you plan on visiting at least 5 different universes on your travel with what I'll be booking for you today, the insurance will be included for free, no additional cost. So I forgot about that little savings there. Would you like to take advantage of that? You would? Okay. Just a few check boxes here I have to check. Okay. All right. Now, about the transmogrification aspect of the insurance, are you familiar with transmogrification being transmogrified? That is when a machine, and there are many transmogrification service providers out there, a machine, some of them are installed on some starships. A very advanced machine will transform your entire being down to your molecules and your atoms and your quarks into a different being or substance altogether, as there are some universes that are very different from the typical vacuum universe that you and I reside in. Some universes are solid, for example, and the life forms within them have evolved and adapted to living in a solid universe. So you, being a non-solid entity, would need to be transmogrified, turned into a solid, so you can enter the universe, okay? Now, there are some instances where the transmogrification process, it's very rare. It's like, I don't know, 3% of the time you might be transmogrified into something completely different. You might be unable to be transmogrified back to who you were originally, or all of your molecules and atoms might be split completely apart, basically disintegrating you. But you have to discuss that with the transmogrification service provider. However, we can include insurance protection case in the event any of those things were to happen, okay? But that's included, like I said. Okay, and I will make sure that any of the universes that I'm about to go over, that there is not a copy of you residing in them. There is no alternate, because I'm not sure if you are aware, it's a big no-no that two of you, two or more, never converge or meet in the same universe. I should say, two or more of you from different universes ever basically join up or converge in the same universe. It would just destroy all space-time as we know it. Of course, wiping out both of you at the same time in all of your alternates, and just cause a multiverse collapse. It has happened on a few occasions, but we were able to recover. But a lot of preventative measures are in place too. There are some universes that have a detection that will detect an alternate approaching a universe that has an alternate of you in it, and alarms will go off and all that. But sometimes a rare occasion when those systems fail. So, but I'll make sure when we're all done here, that you don't have another copy of yourself, another alternate you in one of the universes that will be booking you for on your trip. Okay. All right, and if we do happen to find an alternate, there's two options. We can expunge your alternate from one of the universes that you would like to visit, or we can find another similar or suitable universe in place of the one that you've chosen to visit. Okay? So, but I'll contact you in the event that we find an alternate in one of the universes you'd like to visit. Okay? All right, so that's going to do it for all the data gathering. What I'm going to do now is go over most, as you know, the multiverse is infinite and beyond basic, humanoid understanding. And there are so many universes in the multiverse that it's impossible for me to go over all of them with you now, right here. So you are free to visit our website, Zogthrips Multiverse Travel Agency, CMTA, and peruse all the infinite, if you have the time, the infinite number of universes out there, in case there's something here that, you might not find. Then you can always contact us and we can, update your travel itinerary. All right? But I've picked out some of the more popular and well-traveled universes that you might be interested, okay? So, the first thing I'm going to do is go from the more traditional vacuum-based universes that have gravity, cosmic radiation, galaxies, stars, inhabitable planets, carbon-based life forms, things like that. The universes that you and I come from. Some of the more popular, highly traveled vacuum universes. Okay, one such universe is number 8675309, also known as the Jennyverse. It consists of over 1 million highly evolved and technologically advanced life forms, plenty of intergalactic conflict and intrigue, lots of starports with plenty of trading and piracy, if you're into that, and many remote areas if you're looking for some peace and quiet or engage in some clandestine operations of your own. So would you be interested in visiting universe number 8675309, the Jennyverse? You would? Okay. Right, add that to your itinerary. And then if you ever want to know more about what's inside of the Jennyverse, because these universes are so expansive, when we're complete, when we're done here with your order, I'll be sending you your itinerary, and there'll be plenty of links and information, a digital brochure where you can peruse all the different galaxies and planets, the highlights, popular destinations within the universe, okay? All right, let's see what other vacuum universes you might be interested in visiting. We have two that are quite unique. One is universe 91330247, known as the DC universe, and its sister universe number 2854630001, known as the Marvel universe. Now, don't ask me how they come up with some of these acronyms and names. for these universes. I'm just glad I don't have that job. But what's interesting about these two universes, these vacuum universes, is that the carbon-based life forms, the humanoids that reside within them, a certain select number of them, a few small percentage, have superpowers. If you can believe that. Some of them can shoot laser beams out of their eyes, turn invisible, shapeshift into other creatures. Some of them have claws made of the one of the multiverses strongest material, just protruding right from their knuckles. Some of them shoot webs right out of their wrists, fly, turn invisible. Some can turn into rock. Others can stretch themselves like rubber. It's really quite amazing. I've never been there myself, but it's on my bucket list. Let's see. Yeah, there's even one particular superhero who doesn't have any superpowers, but was born into a wealthy family and witnessed the death of his own parents, and thus turned into a life of fighting crime using the unlimited wealth that he inherited from his parents to create some highly advanced, technologically advanced weapons, boomerangs, and a super vehicle. And he lives in a cave, believe it or not. Kind of strange, eccentric fellow. Yeah. But yeah, very interesting. And they're even in the Marvel universe, there is one particular superhero, is what they're called, known as Doctor Strange, who, get this, starring in his own movie called Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. Can you believe that? Being a superhero and then being an actor at the same time, being in your own movie. I don't know. Must be nice, huh? Okay, so that's just two of those vacuum, or three so far. There is another universe, or is it? Yes, called the Foundation Verse. Universe number. That's strange. It says here the universe number has been redacted. It's interesting. And all information about it has been expunged. I can't even click on anything. It just says Foundation Verse, universe number redacted, the description and all details expunged, expunged, expunged. Looks like locked by management. I'll have to talk with Zogthrip about this. Sorry about that. I guess we won't be traveling to the Foundation Verse anytime soon. And there's lots of other vacuum universes. One of them is home to a place called Middle Earth. So I can send you much more information about the different types of vacuum universes if you're interested. But so what do you think? Would you like to add the DC? We already added the Jennyverse to your itinerary. Would you like to add the DC or Marvel or Middle Earth universe to your itinerary as well? You would. Okay, excellent. Just give me a moment. Okay, DC. Marvel. Middle Earth. Okay, and I will put you are interested in learning more about additional vacuum-based universes, so our system will generate some more popular destinations and send them to you over email, and you can peruse those, add them to your itinerary, give us a call back, or actually you can do it digitally and update your itinerary, and the cost of the travel of the itinerary itself will be adjusted accordingly. All right. Okay, now let's move on to the less traditional universes, moving on to the more exotic, so to speak. So as I mentioned earlier, during the transmogrification explanation, there are solid universes. Yeah, it's true. It's kind of hard to fathom. A lot of folks come in here kind of just like you, give me that same, are you kidding me, kind of look. But any type of, it is a multiverse, infinite, I don't even know how to say it, an infinite space containing an infinite amount of universes. And who knows, maybe the multiverse is contained in another multiverse, and within another multiverse, so on, so forth. Who really knows? But anyway, any kind of universe that you can think of that might exist does. Solid universe is one of them. We have universes that are made out of steel, glass, brick, quartz, diamond, if you're wealthy enough to visit, or if you're on a budget, you can always visit a cubic zirconia universe. Ceramic, plastic, copper, brass, a wood universe, so on and so forth. Let's see, so that's why if you are not a life form that was quote-unquote born and raised in a solid universe and you're a visitor, you'll need to be transmogrified. Okay? So one of the more popular destinations would be Solid Universe 5190472184698, also named Kim. It is a medium-sized universe spanning roughly 36 million light years in diameter. Its inhabitants are known as the Children of Kim, and everything in that universe, including its life forms, are made of Kimadium. It looks like metal, tastes like wood, and smells like grandma. But other than that, it's a truly wonderful place. All of its inhabitants are very friendly, courteous, and welcoming when they are not in the midst of worshiping Kim. So, are you interested in visiting Solid Universe Kimverse? No? You're not interested in visiting a solid universe and taking the risk of having your body transmogrified into a solid? Seems a little scary. Yeah, maybe that's not a good recommendation for a first-time multiverse traveler. Maybe next time, once you get your first multiverse trip under your belt, so to speak. Okay, I'll just click no to that, no to the Kimverse, and no to any solid universes, so you don't get any suggestions. Moving on, we have liquid universes, obviously somewhat similar to solid universes. These universes are made out of liquids. Water, lava, liquid metal, sulfuric acid, blood, oil, slime, milk universe, unless you're lactose intolerant, almond milk universe, coconut milk universe, ethanol universe, soda or pop universes. Of course, diet soda universes if you're, managing your weight or blood sugar. Coffee universes, including decaf, latte, and espresso universes. There's also honey universes, maple syrup, mercury, juice-based universes, orange juice, tomato juice, grapefruit juice, cranberry juice, etc. Molten salt universe, protic ionic liquid universe, vegetable oil universe, and so on and so forth. And in case you were wondering, no, you cannot drink from these universes. Well, let me explain. Liquid in these universes is like oxygen to us, like fish living in water. So all the different organisms have been born into and evolved to adapt to these various liquid universes, whether slime, oil, or milk. However, if you are able to pass by the perimeter of one of these liquid universes and hold your mug outside of your starship and scoop up a little of the milk universe, you could drink it. But you'd have to be careful. You don't have any planets or galaxies or life forms in there. It might not digest too well. Not to mention, I don't think the inhabitants would enjoy, being gulped down like that. But, it happens. So, one of the more popular liquid universe destinations is Liquid Universe 105, which is a unique blend of tree milk, engine oil, and bleach. So, would you care to visit Liquid Universe 105 and be transmogrified into a being consisting of tree milk, engine oil, and bleach, so that you can enjoy your stay there? You would? Okay, very good. I will put you down for that. And if you ever happen to change your mind on any of these selections, just give us a call, okay? And we'll be happy to assist you and make any changes necessary to your itinerary and your destinations. All right? Okay, moving on. Of course, in addition to solid and liquid universes, there are gaseous universes that consist of various gases, any imaginable that you can think of: oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, helium, neon, krypton, methane, phosphine, perfluoroethyl dimethylamine, and so on and so forth. One popular gaseous universe destination is Gaseous Universe 23, also known as the Laughing Universe, because it consists of nothing but nitrous oxide. Let me see. All right, so all the life forms that reside within it are in a constant state of laughter. It takes some getting used to. At first, I can speak from experience, but once you get acclimated, you find it to be one of the most amazing experiences. Of course, you'll need to be transmogrified into a being that consists of nothing but nitrous oxide, and you're in a constant state of laughter, even while you're eating and drinking, sleeping, etc. So it's quite something, quite the universe to visit. Should I put you down for Gaseous Universe 23, the Laughing Universe? Yes? Okay, very well. Just add you here. Add that to your itinerary. Okay, that will do it for some of the more traditional exotic universes as we go through here. The types of universes will get more more exotic, and even more strange. Next, we have inverted universes. As the name implies, everything within these universes and about these universes, including its life forms, is inverted. So, for instance, right side up is upside down, inside out is outside in, black is white, cold is hot. Even the universe itself is inverted, which is very difficult to explain. I can't really explain how these universes exist, whether solid or inverted. I'm not a physicist or a scientist, okay? But you just have to do some research if you're interested in knowing how that is possible. But one popular destination among inverted universes is Inverted Universe 419, which just so happens to consist of carbon-based life forms like us. So it's a inverted vacuum universe. Probably should have put this, you could probably put this under the vacuum universes as well. But anyway, in this universe, the sky is the ground. Life forms have their internal organs on the outside of their bodies. Let's see, the cost of inflation goes down, so deflation, I guess. Businesses pay the customers to purchase their products. Employees own the companies. Video games play the people. People drink their food and eat their drink. No one is ever alone at a party. People frown and cry when happy. Normal is weird. Animals keep humans as pets. Birds slither and snakes fly. Water and rain flows upward. So obviously gravity is inverted. So, well, cities are in the sky ground. Yeah, so on and on. Would you be interested in visiting that inverted universe? You would? Okay. Add that to your itinerary. Just a moment. Okay, next we have invisible universes. Just as the name implies, these are universes that are invisible. At first, scientists didn't think these universes existed within the multiverse, but then they accidentally bumped into, invisible planets, and, well, some were vaporized when flying too close to invisible suns. But they were eventually using highly advanced technology, able to scope out and navigate these invisible universes. Don't ask me how they do it, but it's a little above my pay grade. Trying to understand all these different universes. I'm just here to help you plan a trip, okay? Then after this, I go home and play video games. But, so, yeah. Invisible universes, all the life forms within them, invisible. Everything. You don't even know you're in there. You'd have to be transmogrified, turned invisible in order to enjoy your stay there. So, what do you say? Are you interested in visiting a invisible universe? No. Doesn't really pique your interest, or what's that? Spark your fancy? I forget what that phrase is. Right, yeah. Okay, well, I'll put no for that one. And I'll make sure that we do not suggest any other invisible universes for you to visit. Okay. Okay, next type of universes in the multiverse that you can visit are pocket universes. I like that word. Pocket, 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 pocket. Have you ever repeated a word so much that it begins to lose meaning? Yeah. It doesn't happen to me with pocket. Pocket still means a little container of sorts to hold things, usually attached to clothing. Hasn't quite lost its meaning. Pocket. No, I think it just did. Okay, so we have many pocket universes available. There are coat pocket universes, pants pocket universes, zippered pocket universes, expanding pocket universes, watch pocket universes, and there is one particular pocket universe, number 9999999999999, known as the Hot Pocket universe. It is a universe that is completely edible, believe it or not. And according to my calculations, about half of the universe has been eaten already. So you may want to consider visiting it before it's all gone. Shall I put you down for a trip to the Hot Pocket universe? Yeah? Okay, great. Hot Pocket universe. And would you be interested in receiving any more information about other pocket universes? You would? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Next, we have a series of universes that exist within different types of matter and objects. Believe it or not, we have universes that reside on doorknobs, inside light bulbs, universes on park benches, in picture frames, located on the underside of bottle caps, in the soles of shoes, in rubber chickens, on the tips of eyelashes. I gotta be careful. Could be a universe, a couple of universes right there I could easily wipe out. Inside rocks, on pillows and blankets of the elder gods, on the tops of mountains, at the bottom of the deepest oceans, universes located within atoms and quarks. How about that? Universes on the backs of turtles and other reptiles, universes that reside on the hands of clocks, universes found down deep under couch cushions where one might find loose change, universes located in dryer lint, and there's even a universe located in this computer monitor, residing in the walls, in the pictures, well, yeah, obviously. And one such universe is universe number 95434658882, which is located on the second shelf behind a box of empty Sugary Crunchies brand cereal in the kitchen pantry of one Mr. Pete Smith, who is oblivious to this fact and who resides in apartment 12B on Caruncle Street in the southern hemisphere of planet Zarbog in universe 45195680128. So, would you care to visit Mr. Smith and universe number 95434658882, which is located on that second shelf beyond a box of empty sugary crunchies? You would? Okay, very well. Add you to that. Go. All right, moving on. Next, we have the thing universes. We have the anything universe, the something universe, the very highly traveled, popular nothing universe. So anything can obviously be found inside the anything universe. Something or some things can be found inside the something universe. And absolutely nothing can be found in the nothing universe. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, the nothing universe or the nothing verse. One of the multiverse's top destinations. Top 20, I believe. There is nothing to see. Nothing to do. Yep, nothing to do. Nothing to eat or drink. Nothing to breathe. And it's just a universe of absolutely nothing. So if you want to get away from it all and do absolutely nothing at all, then I highly recommend the nothing verse. So are you interested in any of these thing universes? You are? Okay, great. Which one? The nothing verse. Yeah, figured as much. Right? Add that to your itinerary. Okay, it's about to get a lot more exotic in terms of universe types. Next we have sapient and sentient universes. These are obviously universes that are sapient, thinking, and sentient, or feeling. Many of these universes have their own personalities, just like you and I. Some are shy and introverted. Others are loud and obnoxious and extroverted. There is one particular sapient and sentient universe. It's quite the hot spot. Number 702-8399-017113Q19, also known as Mildred H. Ogden III. She is recently widowed, retired from working 90 billion years as a dark matter surgeon. She's very kind and keeps to herself, yet firm when she needs to be. She has 6 child universes who are now in their million years of age, and she also has 4 grandchildren universes in their tens of thousand years of age. They're so cute. If you ever get a chance to see a young universe just begun its life, and just reminds me of our own youth. But of course, we're not a universe. But yeah, it's just something magical, not knowing what that universe, what that young universe is going to grow up and become. But anyway, anyone that's ever visited Miss Ogden has always left feeling much more rejuvenated and refreshed. She doesn't allow pets or smoking, and no parties, loud music or intergalactic flights past 9 p.m. Her universe is quite calm and tranquil. You don't find too many rowdy types or troublemakers visiting her. So, what do you say? Care to make a day trip and have Miss Ogden, Sentient and Sapient Universe, added to your itinerary? You would? Okay, very well. I think you'll enjoy your trip there. Okay, you're all booked for that one as well. Okay, now just a word of caution. You do have to be a little wary of the types of, in case you plan on visiting any other sapient and sentient universes. Some of them out there are engaged in criminal activity, even psychotic. Okay, but fortunately, we have the Multiverse Law Enforcement Agency that, does a great job of catching any, would-be criminal universes, psychotic universes, and locking them away for good at the multiverse prison. Okay. But if you are a daring individual and looking for some extreme excitement in your life, I can book you with a criminal universe or a psychotic universe. It's up to you. Not sure? Okay. All right, we'll just put not sure right there. Oh, there is one particular universe that has gone completely mad, raving about eldritch universes that have risen from their slumber in the deepest part of the multiverse and are planning to devour the multiverse itself. Can you believe that? That particular universe is located at Arkham Sanitarium in universe... Oh, no, I forget which universe that is. I don't think I've ever updated that. How embarrassing. Obviously, there are millions of Arkham Sanitariums throughout the multiverse. I'll have to look into that a little bit later and send you that information if you're interested. Okay? And I almost forgot, there are cannibal universes. Universes that eat other universes, either for sustenance or, some cases, unfortunately, for pleasure and for sport. So again, if we don't really recommend visiting a cannibal universe, but again, we can't not, book one for a daring and adventurous individual. So would you like to add a cannibal universe to your itinerary? No, I didn't think so. Okay. Let's see. Continuing with the different types of sapient and sentient universes that exist, we also have senior or elderly universes. If you are looking to see what life is like for those universes who are whose stars are about to go dim for all eternity, so to speak, many of these universes are cared for in senior living universe homes, where they take part in various activities and are very well cared for. These elderly universes love having visitors, especially younger universes or even younger beings who are not a universe. It reminds them of their younger days in their youth, when they were only a few 100,000 years old. If you like, I can set you up with a tour of one of these senior living universe homes if you're interested. What do you think? Yeah, you would? Okay, great. Let's see, I can book one that will start at 2 p.m. So that gives you a nice little 2-hour break for lunch. Okay, so let me just add that to your itinerary. Okay, moving on, we have universes among the different social classes and hierarchies. And yes, just like us, there are wealthy universes, middle class universes, and unfortunately, poor universes. And sadly, in some cases, universes without a home. But thankfully, we do have the Multiverse Social Services program, which helps take care of those abandoned universes, so to speak. Make sure they don't go without the basic necessities, and that's all in part thanks to the No Universe Left Alone Act, Multiverse Act. So would you be interested in taking a tour through the gated communities of the bourgeois universes, and then maybe take a tour through the proletariat working class universes, followed by a tour through the hood and ghetto universes of the multiverse? We have a 3-hour tour that will take you through all 3 types of universe hierarchies. So you can experience all of them before lunch. What do you say? Yeah, you would? Okay, I'll put you down for an early morning tour starting at 8 a.m. And that way, on the same day of the elderly universe tour, yeah, that way you can see the different social classes and structures, the hierarchy and all that of the 3 different, social classes of the universes. And then after, break for lunch, and then take a tour of one of those elderly, senior living universe homes. Just add that to your itinerary. Okay, I think there's just 2 more categories of universes left to go over. The more popular universes to go see and visit. Moving on from sapient and sentient universes, next we have omniscient and omnipotent universes. Omniscient, of course, all-knowing universes, and omnipotent being all-powerful universes. So if you ever wanted to know everything that there is to know in the multiverse, then you could visit an omniscient universe. And if you ever wanted to see an all-powerful, omnipotent universe in action, well, you know where to visit. Let's see. One of the more popular omniscient, all-knowing universes, destinations is Omniscient Universe number 3363, 363, 3633, 6336, 336336, known as Amos Rivard, a younger universe at 26 million years of age. But don't let his age deceive you. His vast knowledge of the infinite multiverse puts a lot of the older, elderly, scholarly universes to shame. His universe has some modern charm to it, a little touch of antiquity. He was always happy to share his vast, infinite knowledge with any visitors. And his is a typical vacuum universe with traditional galaxies, planets, stars, and the like. So, shall I add the Amos Rovard omniscient universe to your itinerary? Yes? Okay, very well. And I'll put a checkbox here next to suggest other omniscient universes in case you happen to see others might pique your interest and you change your mind. Okay? Okay, and moving on to the omnipotent universes. One of the frequently visited omnipotent universes is number 095 a also known as Hui Ying Xiao. She is actually an empress universe of the Xiao universe dynasty. It is safe to visit her now that the conflict with the Fang universe empire is over. That lasted for a billion years. Her universe is a beautiful one, very tranquil. Lots of highly evolved species and life forms and advanced technology. A visit to the Huiying Xiao universe will leave you spiritually fulfilled and you might never want to leave. Let's see. Of course, Huiying Xiao, being an omnipotent universe, what's special about her and her universe? She is an artist, complete, amazing artist when it comes to her power. She makes some of the most stunning universes, galaxies, stars, just stuff that'll just see these, recreated photos behind me, paintings, so to speak. Well, that's nothing. Those pale in comparison to what Miss Xiao is capable of creating with her power. Some of her creations, her life forms, other universes can be seen on display in the Multiverse Museum of Art. So, highly recommend visiting her and her universe. So, shall I book you on a trip to see Hui Ying Xiao universe? Yes? Okay, excellent choice. Just add you to the itinerary, or add Miss Xiao's universe, Miss Xiao, to your itinerary. And I'll put a check mark in the box for any other omnipotent universes that you might be interested in visiting. Okay, moving on. Next type of universes that we have available to visit are some unspeakable, unnameable, eldritch horror type of universes. These universes reside in the furthest and darkest corner of the multiverse, beyond the natural laws of the multiverse itself. They are universes that were born hideous and malevolent long before the multiverse itself even existed. They are some of the oldest of all known universes, and just the sight alone of them can make anyone go mad and insane and start muttering and gibbering incoherently. And next thing you know, you're in a straitjacket, locked up at Arkham Sanitarium. But if you are of strong mind and will, well, you might actually have a positive experience visiting one of these eldritch universes. But many of these universes contain unspeakable, unnameable horrors that reside within them and their cosmic boundaries. So, care to take a day trip to the eldritch side of the multiverse? You would? Okay, excellent. Put you right down for a day trip then. Maybe a tour of the whole eldritch side of the multiverse instead of any one particular eldritch universe. Okay, that's going to do it. Now, because you seem to be such a pleasant customer or client, and just wanting to go and see so many different universes, I do have one particular universe that I only have access to. None of the other travel agents here at Zogthrips Travel Agency know about this. So I'm going to try to keep my voice down a little bit. I'm so glad that you have been selecting all these different universes with us. It's just okay. There's really one particular universe that I really shouldn't be talking about. Okay, it's very top secret, hush hush. But let's see. It's a universe kept inside a heavily guarded vault, inside a top secret facility and compound deep down in the center of the planet known as J732, located in the 8th triad quadrant of the 15th sector of the Noragrail galaxy in universe 4025831. Is this particular universe being held there is undergoing some top secret experiments. If you want, I can get you in to see it, but I can't guarantee your safety. There is a large reward, however, if someone was somehow to help this universe escape, be released from its confinement, and returned to its rightful home in the multiverse. Okay. Yes, I'm so very pleased you have chosen all these different universes on your itinerary. Okay, but you never heard this from me. So what do you say? Would you care to pay this universe a visit? If so, I'll throw in some high-tech armor and weapons, security pass that get you through all the different levels of security clearance so you can gain access to this universe. I'll throw in a laser cannon, some grenades, let's see, armored personnel vehicle for your escape, plenty of countermeasures and defensive capabilities, right? So to ward off any pursuers, okay, as you transport this universe back home. So what do you say? You care for, shall I add that to your itinerary? Okay. Okay, that's great. I'm so glad you chose that one too. Okay, let me just do that real quick here. And I'll be honest, I am getting a cut of that reward. It's very small, just about 15%. Okay, I think that should do it. Let's just go over your itinerary one last time. You have chosen to visit the Jennyverse, the DC and Marvel universes, as well as the Middle Earth universe. And if the Foundation verse ever becomes available, I'll add that to your itinerary too. You said no to the solid universe known as Kim, but you can always change your mind. Yes to liquid universe 105. Yes to gaseous universe 23. Yes to the inverted universe. No to the invisible universe. Let's see. Yes to the hot pocket universe, possibly around dinner time. Yes to universe belonging to Mr. Smith in Unit 12B. Yes to the nothing universe. Yes to the sapient sentient universe known as Miss Ogden. No to any hostile, psychotic, or cannibalistic universes. A tour of senior living universe home for elderly universes. A tour of the social class hierarchy of the wealthy, middle class, and poor universes. Yes to omniscient universe Amos Rivard. Yes to omnipotent universe Hui-Ying Xiao. Yes to a tour of the unspeakable eldritch part of the multiverse. And of course, yes to that classified mission to rescue that imprisoned universe. Okay. So that would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17 universes, well, a combination of universes and other tours in 1 week. Now that's a lot to cover in 1 week. Don't worry, that's why I'm here. Once you've departed here, I will go ahead and make all the necessary arrangements and schedules and work everything out that you can see all the different universes and take these tours within 7 days, okay? Just a moment. Okay, my friend. Well, that will do it. Do you have any other questions at this time? No? Okay, well, the final thing I like to ask, one of the most important parts, is how will you be paying today? Ah, okay. Very good. Let's see what we have here. Let's see. Is that a dill pickle? Okay, excellent. Some twigs, some matchsticks. Looks like dried leftover pieces of colored non-toxic clay. Play-Doh brand. Oh, highly valuable. Some toy bricks, building blocks, okay. Scraps of paper. All right, well, that will suffice as payment. All right then, well, again, it was a pleasure to meet you, a pleasure to do business with you. I wish you nothing but the safest of travels and a wonderful experience, and hopefully nothing goes wrong with being transmogrified or your DNA traveling among the universes. Again, you get that insurance included in your package. All right, should anything happen. Um, and I think that'll do it. All right. So best of luck to you on your travels, and please, if you happen to know anyone else looking to travel throughout the multiverse, please, be kind. If you could, just mention Zogthrip's travel agency, and don't forget to leave a review on the multiverse travel website. Okay. All right. Well, you take care for now, and hope to see you again should you need our services in the future. All right. Safe travels now. Okay. So long.